the hypothesis level. A hypothesis is an educated guess. We have now moved below the factual top box and into the art of hypothesizing. To move to this level, for each identified mode, we want to ask, how could it have occurred? We are still not introducing the question why into our vocabulary, because the term why implies a singular answer and it encourages opinion to serve as fact. We're not there yet. So, how could the mode occur? You notice here, for each mode then, you have several different hypotheses. Here's an example from our text. The mode, printer fails to print, has been extended to the hypothesis. Printer fails to print. This is the mode that we're extending now in our example to the hypothesis. How could the printer fail to print? Printer malfunction, computer malfunction, printer cable malfunction, operator issue. Those are several different educated guesses as to why the printer, not why, as to how the printer may fail to print. How could the printer fail to print? When grouping hypotheses, we want to be as broad and all-inclusive as possible. Try to get all the hypotheses in there, but with as few boxes as possible. So we don't want to say that the printer cable, for example, was unplugged, or the printer cable was broken, and the printer cable was malfunctioning, and the printer cable was unplugged from the printer. We can include all of that in one particular box. So as broad and all-inclusive as possible. Now that we've identified different hypotheses through asking the question, how could the mode have occurred, now we have the investigative task of verifying the hypotheses. How do we do that? We do that through the evidence that we gathered in the data collection phase. The 5 P's. The parts, position, people, paper, paradigms. With evidence, we actually end up proving or disproving the hypothesis. As we prove or disprove the hypothesis, our fact line, remember in the top box, these were all fact. As we prove or disprove the hypothesis, our fact line begins moving down the chain, or down the logic tree. When a hypothesis is proven true, it becomes fact. We like fact. When a hypothesis is proven false by evidence, it's eliminated, as in these cases here. So 3 are eliminated, 1 is fact. So we prove 1, we prove them all. We prove a hypothesis true, it becomes fact. We prove a hypothesis false by evidence, and it is eliminated. And I guess we like that too, because it makes for less work as we go down through the logic tree. As we verify the hypothesis, we must keep track of how we conduct that verification. Who did it? When it was done? And the outcome. Was it proven or disproven? One way to do that is with a verification log, similar to this one. It would be nice if we could know for certain that a hypothesis is 100% trustworthy or 100% false, but in the real world we know that this is seldom the case, and as such we have what our authors call confidence factors. Confidence factors are simply how confident are you that the test was valid and the conclusion was accurate. The scale ranges from 0 to 5. A confidence factor of 0 is you are 100% certain that the hypothesis is false. 100% certain it's false. That's 0. A 5, on the other hand, a confidence factor of 5 means you are 100% certain that the hypothesis is true. So 0 is false, 5 is true, both with 100% certainty. 1 through 4 then are variants in between. But what do we do with those numbers? A confidence factor of 0 is actually eliminated from the logic tree. So those we saw in the previous slide that were X'd out, those were confidence factors of 0, hypothesis 100% proven to be false. A confidence factor of 3, 4, or 5 that's 3 to 5, is pursued in the logic leg. It will be pursued. Confidence factors of 1 to 2, that's in this this bullet here. Confidence factors of 1 to 2 are related or treated as low probability. They may not be pursued right now, but they may need to be pursued in the future. Those hypotheses are not crossed out. After we identify which hypotheses we need to pursue further, we can move down the logic tree into various routes. Will we get to ask the question why in the next step? You'll have to wait until the next video to find out.